My child, I see the weariness you carry in your physical self. You long for a lightness, a freedom from what weighs you down. I know this deep desire within your heart. Because I see this longing so clearly, I will place some simple truths before you. As you take these words to heart each day, you will find a quiet peace settling over you, and the burdens you feel will begin to lift. I see the silent plea deep inside you, the one you keep hidden. It is a yearning for completeness, a fresh start, a touch that comes from beyond this world. Every time you look within, a silent call goes out from your spirit. Know this: I have heard it. I have seen it all. You are never invisible to me. Even when others cannot grasp the constant ache you bear or the tiredness that settles deep within you, I witness every bit of it. You are far more than just the shell you inhabit. You are a precious spirit, shaped by my very being. When your physical self struggles, it touches my heart also. When your inner self weeps without a sound, I feel a deep tenderness for you. I am not watching from a distance. I am here with you, even with the tears you hold back. You have known periods of waiting, times when you sensed a shift was close, only for things to remain still. You have grasped for hope, only to feel it slip away. But now I am here to settle a truth within you. I have not overlooked a single one of your silent cries. Every gentle whisper has been kept safe with me. Every heavy sigh of sadness has been drawn into my keeping. And now, I am ushering in a fresh season for you, a time of making things whole again. The turning point you seek does not come from your striving, but from your receiving. It is not measured by your exertion, but by your reliance. Transformation starts not with doing, but with an inner certainty. I do not require you to be perfect. I am calling you to open the space within you. Open your heart to welcome this reality. I still make things complete. I still do marvelous things. I am still at work. Even in a world that seems blind to what exists beyond the usual. My precious one, the direction I will now share with you is not some magic word. It is not just a simple method. These are truths alive with my spirit, carrying a sacred power that flows when you hold on to them with reliance. My child, as you keep these close, I promise you that your thoughts, your physical being, and your inner spirit will begin to find harmony with a different way of being, the way of my presence. Let us start with the first truth: reliance. This reliance is not uncertain or inactive. It is the kind of reliance that reaches out to grasp my hand, sensing my presence with you right now. Depend on my ability and depend on my willingness. Do you know what pleases my heart? It is when you lean on me, not in some grand way, but in a simple, real way. I am not seeking your confidence in yourself. I am seeking your willingness to lean on me. And when you rely on me, you open the initial way to the transformation you long for. Reliance does not smooth every path, but reliance makes every step achievable. And marvels start to appear in that quiet place within you where you choose to believe even without seeing. Where you choose to hope even when tired. Where you affirm life even in the face of hardship. When you rely on me, you are bringing your heart into rhythm with the very life of my presence. And I, who hold everything in my hand, never fail to notice such dependence. Now I ask you, are you prepared to rely? Not just in speaking, but by opening your inner self, like parched earth waiting for the first moisture. Do you have the courage to accept that I can touch your life and accomplish what no one else can? Even today, even now. If yes, Let that willingness resonate with every pulse within you. I am present, not distant but near, closer than the air you breathe, so near that my spirit is woven with yours. And in that closeness, a fresh vitality is starting to rise. You will sense the change. Maybe not all at once, but you will know it. A quietness within that has no earthly reason, a firm certainty, a knowing that you are not walking through this by yourself anymore. Because from the moment you replied, I answered, and my promises never fail. Keep these truths held deep within you. This is not just language, it is a pledge, and you will find your life unfolding within that pledge. Move in that radiance and discover completion in that truth. When reliance settles in, when your spirit has been lifted from a place of heavy sorrow, make yourself ready to receive. For what I am prepared to provide cannot be weighed, cannot be purchased, and cannot be taken away. It is a piece of my very being, given to you purely out of my love, my cherished child. Now that reliance has found a home deep within you, I call you to move into a profound inner experience, the experience of receiving. You have relied on my capability. Now will you make space within your spirit to accept the gifts I long to bestow upon you? For many depend on my strength, yet pause when it comes to receiving. They feel they are not deserving. They look at their history and see only flaws. But my beloved, grasp this truth. My kindness is never granted based on your actions. It is granted solely because of my constant love. My precious child, receiving does not arise from effort, but from releasing. You do not need to gain affection. You do not need to be without fault to find completion. I do not delay until you are pure before I approach you. I approach you to bring purity. Consider a tiny bird opening its mouth, ready for food. That bird does not need to demonstrate anything. All it needs is to open its mouth. And I am ready for you in that very manner. Open your inner self. Welcome me. When you receive, you are affirming that what I provide is true, that it is yours, and that it cannot be removed. You need not worry that what I give you will somehow fade or be lost. I am not one who provides and then takes back. Every good thing that flows from me endures, is whole, and is filled with meaning. When you receive completion, you are not just gaining a renewed physical form. You are receiving a part of my very spirit dwelling within you. Receiving is a deeply significant inner action. It is the affirmation that you rely on me not just as the one who is able to work, but as the one who is working in you right now. When your innermost being turns fully toward me, it is a profound welcome. I am right there with you, not bringing heavy burdens or judgment, but a gentle closeness that brings a deep, unexplainable peace. Many think accepting my help means just sitting idly by, but in my way of things, it is the most powerful act of trust you can perform. It asks you to release your ideas of who you are, all your careful plans, every barrier you have constructed, and reveal your true self completely to me. I always receive a sincere heart. Anyone who comes to me simply and truthfully will always find their needs met. So, my child, practice receiving. Let your spirit relax. Breathe deeply and speak to me. When those words are spoken, they are far more than just asking. They become the space through which my steady, powerful presence can come into you. The wholeness you long for is not found in trying harder, but in letting go. It is when you stop needing to figure everything out yourself and simply trust that I am working in wonderful ways. Even if you don't feel it right away, you don't need a feeling to know I am active. You don't need something you can see to know I am near. The truth is, I am with you, closer than the air you breathe. And I am filling your inner self with fresh, abundant life. I see you are tired. You have struggled for a long time. Sometimes you wonder if you can keep going. But it is exactly when you loosen your hold that I will lift you up. It is the very moment you stop clinging that I will fully enter. Real understanding arrives when you let go of trying to win my approval. I have already declared you valuable, not based on your actions, but on the depth of my affection for you. Think of my presence as a vast, gentle current washing over you. You cannot generate this flow yourself, but you can choose to stand within it. All that is needed is a heart laid bare. No pushing back, no hiding, no questioning. As you allow this, everything worn out will be cleansed. Every hurt will begin to mend. Every fear will soften and fade. Not because you worked hard to fix yourself, but because you permitted me to bring wholeness inside you. My beloved child, opening yourself to me does not promise you will never face difficult times, but it assures you that during those times, you are never alone. It is the certainty that my power moves through you, enough to help you remain steady, that my love surrounds you like a strong shelter, and that with every new day, my kindness towards you is renewed. Understand this. When you welcome wholeness from me, you are stating that sickness does not have the final word. You are refusing to let suffering define who you are. You are choosing life instead of ending, hope instead of giving up. I will renew your spirit and raise you above all that has burdened you before. I will make you complete. I will refresh you, and I will lift you above everything that previously weighed you down. My cherished one, if a part of you still hesitates, if you question if this is real, just speak truthfully to me. Share both your worries and your deepest longings. A struggling heart does not concern me. I ask for only one thing: honesty. And I will take the very area where you feel weakest and reveal my greatest power there. Where you feel the greatest void, there I will bring the greatest fullness when you welcome me. So do not close yourself off any longer. Do not let what happened before limit what I wish to make new right now. Do not let what others say prevent you from stepping into the reality I have declared about you. No one understands you more than I do. No one cares for you more deeply than I do. No one desires your wholeness more strongly than I do, who brought this restoration into being as an absolute certainty. Welcoming me in is not the end point. This marks the start of a different journey, one where your spirit is made whole. From the moment you agree, I will guide you through every season of life, every journey, every challenge, not feeling defeated, but with the inner strength of one made whole. And every step you take will clearly show that I am still active among all people. Your life will become a place where wonderful things happen. Your eyes will show vitality. Your words will bring comfort. And even the smallest things you do will become ways my love reaches out in this world. Expect that I might lead individuals your way who are in need of the very presence you have received. This is not a heavy load, but a privilege, for you are no longer just someone looking for a wonder. You are someone who carries it. You are not simply someone who has been made whole. You are one who lives and moves within that wholeness. And my precious child, I know there will be times when it seems like opening yourself to me has made no difference. But I ask you to look with your inner sight. See what I am doing hidden from view. Quiet your inner self until you can sense my presence approaching, coming nearer and nearer. Understand that even one ray of my light is enough to push away long periods of shadow, Welcome this truth as if putting on fresh clothes. You are the one I cherish. I have chosen you as the dwelling place for my spirit. Through you, I will extend wholeness to others, not because you have great strength yourself, but because you have opened your inner self. My beloved child, welcome me in completely, more fully than you ever have. Without delay, without keeping anything hidden. Reach out your hands. Open your inner being and reveal even the parts you once kept hidden because you feared pain. Understand this. The exact area where you feel weakest is the exact area where I will show my greatest power. And in that special moment of welcoming me, you will know you are not the same person. You are being changed, gradually, into the likeness of the one who brought you from shadow into light. Now let me make clearer the wonderful thing that happens the moment you open your inner self to accept what I am offering. Welcoming me is not just an outward action. It is a deep inner agreement, a full yes from your spirit to the reality that comes from me above. When you accept, you are stating that my assurances are not only for others, they are meant for you. I know sometimes your inner self questions, is this truly for me? Deep inside, you might list every reason you feel you don't deserve it. But listen carefully, my child. No one truly measures up by human standards. I chose you, my child, not because you were perfect, but because you turned toward me. I chose you not because you had much to offer, but because you made room in your heart for me to enter. Just open your inner self to receive, my precious child, like turning your face to the sun. There is no need to struggle or force anything. Simply stay open. My blessing will flow into you naturally. Understand this, my beloved. Taking in my goodness isn't tied to a feeling. Sometimes it might come with tears, sometimes in quiet peace, and other times you might feel nothing outwardly at all. Yet even in those plain moments, my strength is working inside you. You don't need to feel a certain way to know that what I tell you is true. For truth rests in who I am, not in your shifting emotions. Let your heart learn to accept my goodness as easily as you take a breath. Don't fear that you are taking too much, for in my presence, accepting my gifts is an act of humble trust. In receiving, you communicate to me, I am dependent on you and I rely on you to meet my needs. And that straightforward reliance delights my spirit. My cherished child, when you receive from me, you open pathways from my realm that no earthly power can shut. Welcome wisdom from me, so you can see what is real and what is false. Receive my purity, so you can live in this world without being stained by it. Welcome my joy, not just fleeting happiness, but a deep, steady gladness that comes from my spirit living within you. As you become full with what I give, you will naturally overflow. It will occur naturally because you are completely full. You will speak words that lift others up without having to plan them. You will touch hearts just by being quietly present. And now, having grounded your life in unwavering faith and opened your inner self fully to embrace what I have prepared, I call you to a vital, necessary step, declaring it. This is more than just making sounds with your mouth. It is releasing power from a deep source within you. By declaring the things I have spoken, you are doing more than simply uttering words. You are bringing my truth from the unseen world into the real world of your life. Each word you speak carries spiritual weight. To me, words are not just noise. They are tools, ways for my presence to work here on earth. When you speak my word, you line up with my plans from the start of everything. You are speaking the same way my spirit speaks. And when you do this, the hold of worry begins to loosen. The weight of sadness starts to lift. my beloved one, speaking. My truth goes contrary to the evidence of your senses in the world. Never think a word spoken from faith in me is small. Speaking out is not about trying to feel something. It is stating what is real based on my truth. It is choosing my voice over the world's noise. Speaking out is what someone does who knows who they are in my eyes, who knows they have the right to speak and see things change. When you declare, you bring out a strong force. Each statement becomes sharp, cutting through lies, showing truth, and breaking down the thoughts that have kept you stuck. You will start to witness how even what appears impossible can shift for the one who courageously speaks my words. Speak my truth every day, not like a chore, but as part of how you live. Oh, my precious child, don't worry if your feelings don't match your words yet. Your feelings will catch up to truth. They don't lead it. As you keep speaking my truth, your inner self will line up with it. You will see slow changes in how you think, feel, and live. Speaking. My truth is like starting a process. If you keep at it patiently, you will see the result. You don't need to be loud for your words to matter. A quiet word spoken with true faith in me can shake dark things. I don't listen for how loud you are. I look at how much you believe. Anything spoken from real faith in me has more power than anything against you. Write down what you speak and read it often. When you feel empty, find strength in my word. When you feel tired, lean on my word. You have stayed with me, my child, allowing these truths to settle deep within your heart. I see your hunger, the genuine seeking that led you to listen, and I validate that yearning. It is for me. This journey of belief, receiving, and declaring does not end with the last word spoken. It is a path I have prepared for you, a sacred assignment to walk in the wholeness you have received and to carry that light into the world. As one who hears my voice and walks in this truth, you are part of a faithful remnant, a community of those who have opened their hearts to my transforming power. I call you now to continue in this truth. Let this message resonate again within you, strengthening your faith and deepening your capacity to receive. Share this message with those who need to hear, for their healing is also part of my plan, and you are chosen to be a channel. Return often, my beloved child. Receive the next message I have prepared, for there is always more I long to pour into you, more peace, more strength, more of my presence. Your devoted attention to this sacred work honors me and enables my light to reach further into the places of greatest need. Rest now in the truth you have received. Let my peace settle upon you, my love surround you like an impenetrable cloak, and my strength sustain you until we speak again. Be assured, I am with you always.